Alright, this is a warning. This segment is actually very, very sensitive. So sensitive that ALLKPOP will not put it as one of their main features for news. So, but it's very offensive to racially. So, that's my warning, and I'm reporting what I'm seeing, and I'm trying to take an unbiased stance to this, but with this story it's actually really hard, and in a few seconds you'll see why. Alright, so, like I said, they are not posting a story on ALLKPOP. They'd rather focus on Suli's height or some smoking controversy with 1 and 2D or something like that. I don't know why. They're focusing on the most random crap when this is really a big issue, and while it is very sensitive, it's something that needs to be, brought to life. Now, I've been recently getting my K-pop info outside of ALLKPOP. I've been getting it from Omona They Didn't or something like that. It's a community on LiveJournal. It's sort of like Oh No They Didn't, except it's focused on K-pop. So when I saw the headline, Group Beasts member Lee Kwang transforms into an African American, I got confused. Clicking on it, I found this. It is probably the most racist picture with somebody that I knew ever, and it offended me greatly, even though clearly I'm not African American. So, it says, on July 25th episode of MBC TV Hot Brothers, a don't get worked up under any situation test took place in the recording while they went under extreme situations meant to stimulate their heartbeats. So, to sum it up, what happened was, on the show, they were putting the B2ST's, the K-pop group, under like stressful situations to see how well they could handle it. I know from American humor, there's so many things that objectively and symbolically are connected to black people, that is sort of like a hand-in-hand thing. It's just the whole stereotyping thing. And the watermelon commercial, like, he was painted brown, Lee Kwang, and he was also given a fake afro or something. All three combined equals what is known as the racial sort of punch in the face as blackface, for obvious reasons. People are pissed. They are pissed. There are so many people who are saying that, they're black and they love Beast, and how could Kwang do this? There are other people who are like, I'm not black, but this really offended me, and it offended me too. I mean, there's so many people to blame for this. I mean, I think the people who deserve the most blame are the writers of Hot Brothers. I mean, come on. You know better. You have to know better. And I mean, it's not like it's a show that's internationally broadcast, but you're using an idol star. It's not like it's just some, like, sort of up-and-coming, like, actor or something. It's someone who's in the public eye a lot. That's the whole point of being an idol star. They're in the spotlight 24/7. Everything they do is going to get scrutinized and magnified to the highest extent. So why they would have Kwang do this is beyond me. But Kwang is also to blame too, in a sense, because he is an idol star. There's so many contracts. He's tied to this record label. He's tied to this, sponsor. He's tied to just about everything, and there's very little room to say no. And it's undetermined because nobody's doing a story about it. If he did say no, but if he did, he clearly did not make his voice loud enough. I mean, I'm sure there has to be somewhere he knew he was wrong. There has to be. You can't just not sit there and take and think, oh, well, okay, well, it's just for the show. No, it's wrong. But from what I've read, South Korea has been taking very, very strong stances against, like, anti-racism things. Like, the president of South Korea has, like, laws that make it illegal, racism, like, illegal. And also, K-pop. Dude, there's a rapper for, like, every single major idol group. including Beast. And the fact that they seem to be like belittling black people, that's it's just a mind fuck. I don't get it. It's if someone can explain to me, I'd love to understand this point of view, but for now, I honestly don't have a clue. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I should just keep not having a clue. So there's been a huge forum discussion on ALLKPOP because no one's reporting it. And there was a moderator on there who's been answering questions that have been frequently asked on this forum, including, was the image here offensive? And of course it was. It's not comfortable for anybody to look at that, black, white, Asian, whatever you are, it's not comfortable for anybody. Should Kwang be hated on this? Some people are saying he didn't know better. You know better. I mean, it's like if I pull my eyes like that and make them look Asian. That I know is wrong. But like I said, it's like, yes, it wasn't meant for an international audience, especially not like an audience where like a good chunk of people are, you know, black, but it's also a member of Beast, and even though they came out in 2008, they've been really successful and really popular, and they're part of the idol, you know, persona, where everything they do gets, you know, blown up, and, you know, they only take the negatives, that's all they look for. So, yes, Kwang could have made his voice known. Again, like I said, nobody really knows if he did, but he clearly didn't make his stance loud enough. He should have known this is wrong and fought to say, I won't do this. It's like one little segment on this show that that's not even featured on ALLKPOP. I've never even heard of it until now, so it's clearly not a big deal to a lot of people, so. But like I said, again, he's part of an idol group, so not only is what you do get magnified, but there's pretty much no chance for you to say no. And I really wish someone would get his perspective on this. I'm really curious if he really did try to deject this sort of thing. I'm also curious about the writers, though. I mean, who the hell came up with that? Who's the idiot who thought that that'd be a good idea, combining the makeup and the costume and the commercial that it was? Whose idea was that? Who's the... Geniuses they have at MBC, really, they do. Geniuses. Yeah, good job. I don't know what's gonna happen now because nobody's saying anything about it. I mean, I'm not gonna say that this was gonna go away. I certainly can't look at Kwang the way I used to, and I'm not a huge fan. I don't know their names off the top of my head, and the only song that I listen to addictively is Shock. But I mean, you can blame the age, you can blame what he is as a profession, you can blame I didn't know better, you can blame so much. This is unexcusable, and it's intolerant, and overall, it's just common sense, really. So, sorry. It was stupid. What you do is stupid, and there's no excuse for it. Not from you, not from your label, not from the writers and the directors of that whatever show. You guys are all at fault, and as far as I'm concerned, you guys, even if it was just a moment of cloudedness or whatever, you guys are all pretty much acting ignorant. I hope this doesn't affect your career too much, Kwang, but with the way fans are taking it here internationally, it's more than likely going to boil over in Korea, so good luck, really. Good luck.